Hello. Hi. My name is Auburn. I have not posted on YouTube for a couple of weeks. That said, before this video, I've posted all of my cruise vlogs from when I disappeared. I want to, in this video, I'm going to fold some laundry. It's a laundry chat. I'm also going to tell you kind of what happened. A little bit of what happened. It's just been very, very hectic in my life lately, between school and work and visitors and all that jazz. So anyway, I just wanted to film this, kind of get caught up with you guys, let you know what's going on, and I'm happy to be back. So this is going to be a laundry chat. So if you've got laundry to fold, join me, feel free. I'm going to be here for a while because I've got quite a bit of laundry to do because it has been piling up. I'm out of socks, by the way, which is why it's happening now. Everything going in this basket goes on a hanger, so I'm not going to fold it. That's Mom's. That's Mom's. Why do I have Mom's socks in my laundry? I've missed you guys. Did you miss me? You don't have to answer that. I know that a few of you guys have left comments telling me that you missed the uploads, which honestly is one of the nicest things you could probably say to me, because I am completely, utterly, truly 100% myself on this channel. And for you guys to say that you missed the videos, it's like, hey, that's really nice. Yeah, I appreciate that, so thanks. I did not intend to take a break. So we went on a trip at the end of February. We embarked the Disney Wish on Friday the 28th of February. And we disembarked on Monday the 1st. We got off the ship, came home, and went straight to work. Or at least I did. Mom had the day off. And I feel like I have just been running at a dead sprint since then. This laundry that I'm folding is laundry from that trip. It's crazy because, I had Friday off. I took part of Monday off. But then, I'm still in the midst of, the hiring process for the open position on my team, which is great. I finally have completed the interviews. I think I have a candidate I'm gonna send an offer next week, which is big, but it's been 2 weeks. Well, no, it's been even longer than that, but it's been 2 weeks since that cruise, and I feel like I've just got so much piling up that needs to be done. That week was really busy. I'm also in school right now. I think I've mentioned a couple of times. I've actually had a couple of questions about why I'm going back to school. And I guess I can answer that for you right now. Might as well. I'm already not making any sort of logical sense in this conversation. Dialogue. So what I'm doing right now, and I know I just got a promotion, what I'm doing right now is I am a workforce management supervisor. I used to just be a workforce admin, analyst, real-time traffic analyst sort of thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. It was an entry-level position. I started, well, it was actually my very first big girl job when I got out of school. Since I've been in, this job since 2022. My former employer, I did the same thing there. And then I switched employers last May, and then I got this promotion in January. So it's great that I've got a promotion. I got a raise. It's great. The work itself is not something I want to do long term. I just kind of feel like it's not what I'm meant to do. I'm good at it. I am. And that's why I got the promotion. I'm good at it. My boss likes me. I love working from home. It is so good for my mental health to be home all the time with my pets and my cat, and be able to do laundry during the day. Today's Saturday, don't worry. I just don't know that the call center environment is what I want to be in my entire professional career. And I kind of feel like I'm kind of stuck in what I'm doing. I know I have an MBA in healthcare administration. I'm not going to stop. But I've not been able to do anything with it. And I have been applying to jobs nonstop since I graduated. Even when I have a job, I'm constantly applying to jobs I want. And nothing has stuck yet. So my mom works for the VA hospital, and then she, somehow got connected with this person at the VA hospital who is in, she's like a cancer tumor registrar, and she's looking for someone with the oncology data specialist certificate. And she can't hire anybody that doesn't have that certificate. And I was just like curious, because Mom was asking her what was required of the position and kind of told me about it. And I looked at the position because it was listed on the VA website, and I was like, I could do all of this even without, like the certificate, because I've been raised and, been so close to the healthcare industry for so much of my life, right? They're not going to offer me the position without the certificate because it's required. So I'm like, okay, I guess I could go back to school. I can go back to school online, and getting this promotion is going to help me pay for school. Of course, I made the school decision before I had the promotion. It was just luck that helped me get the finances to pay for it. Anyway, all this to say, I'm looking for something to help me break into the healthcare industry because that's what I want to do long term. This right now is a job where I kind of feel like, I won't say I feel like I'm stuck, but I kind of feel like it's a dead end. I know right now is like the furthest I'm ever going to be promoted in this position until my boss decides to retire or leave, and I don't think he's going anywhere. He's a great boss. I don't want him to go anywhere. I just don't think it's for me. So it's been a great place for me to get started. I've learned a lot about myself as a person, as an employee. I know so much more about Microsoft Excel than I did coming into it. So it's a lot. And I know that's a really long run-on answer to your question, why are you going back to school? It's because I don't want to do what I'm doing right now forever. And I feel like it's the fastest ticket out. And I know it's a couple of years away, but I also feel like it's almost like going to trade school. I'm going to go to school and learn how to do this job. And then part of this education, part of the school program through the University of Cincinnati is a practicum, which is essentially an unpaid internship. And like at the end of that, I could be offered a job, just like, here you go. I have to pass a test, but I could be offered a job at the end of this school program. And it would be like a dream come true, So school right now is very busy. Actually, I say that, and today is Saturday of my spring break. So this last week has been my spring break. I've had no homework assignments this last week, which has been nice, but in general, the rest of this semester, the next 5 weeks after this, I have 3 classes that I've got homework for each week. And they all have like different deadlines. It's really weird. When I did SNHU for my MBA and my undergrad, everything was due Thursday and Sunday for every class across the board for the entire school, at least for the online portion. And UC is not like that. It's not a problem, it's just been an adjustment for me to get used to. So it's been busy, and I know that's like an excuse. I've also been enjoying reading a lot, like really, really enjoying reading. I'm reading The Wheel of Time right now, if you didn't know. And if you don't know what that is, it's a 15-book series. It's crazy. It's like an epic fantasy adventure. It is really involved, very in-depth. I thought before I started reading it, I thought it was very intimidating, and that's why I never started until now. And it is very involved, very complicated. There's so many characters. There's so many names for places and things and people, and it's a lot to swallow. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving it. So I don't regret taking the last couple of weeks off, but I'm ready to get back into like a regular routine of things. I also haven't been running. I finished my Couch to 5K program actually the morning we got on the cruise was my last run, and I had a great time with that program. But then there were there was a news article. Actually, it was not even like a news article. It was an event that happened really, really close to our house. And I started feeling, or I guess that made me feel not comfortable leaving the house by myself in the dark. I don't want to tell you what it was because I also don't think I can say it on YouTube. But it was really scary. It kind of freaked me out. So I haven't run since. Now that we've had like the daylight savings time change, when the sun comes up earlier in the day and we get more like morning daylight hours, I'm probably going to start running again. I would like to start walking, and I might make Emma or Anthony walk with me in the morning, like a little bit before work, because I'm probably not going to get as sweaty when I walk. The thing about running is you get sweaty, you know, not that that's a problem, but then I have to shower before work. I don't know. It's a whole thing, but I've not been running and I do miss it. I have still been donating plasma twice a week, still doing that every Tuesday and Thursday, and it's been going really well. I went one time and my pulse was a little high, so they put me in like the timeout chair, and then they retested my vitals and everything was fine. I feel like if I was still running, it wouldn't be a problem, and also like it would make sense that my pulse is high because I am under a lot of stress right now, but it's fine, you know? Like, worst thing that can happen is they tell me to go home because they can't accept my donation. Like, that's the worst thing that can happen, and it's not a bad thing. You know, I just need to manage my stress, keep my pulse low, keep my blood pressure low. I'm eating healthier. I'm probably gonna do like a goals update at the end of March, beginning of April. But I can give you a little sneak peek. I have been losing weight, actually. And actually, what's funny is I've lost more weight since I've stopped running than I lost when I was running, which is crazy to me. So I don't know what that's about. I also have not been walking at work just because I've been so busy. I've been in so many meetings. We have a lot of seasonality to our calls, and I don't think I can tell you what they deal with because I do have a security clearance now for this job, which is crazy to think about, you know, but it is necessary, you know. But anyway, we've been busy, hoping it slows down a little bit soon. But in the meantime, today and then next weekend, I'm gonna like catch up on things. And it does feel nice to like have a break like what I've taken and just kind of slow down. But I don't like taking unscheduled breaks. So I think what I might need to do from here on is learn from this and maybe like schedule breaks for myself and maybe take a week or two off filming every 6 months or so. I don't know. I don't really like that idea, but I think it might be necessary. So, what's up with you guys? I know it's been a while, been a couple of weeks. I know, actually, I need to pick some giveaway winners because I have a giveaway that's still running that should have been closed like 2 weeks ago. See, this is what happens when I take a break. I've got things still going and I can't take a break because I've got things in the air. It's like this at work too. I can't walk away because I've got things that still need my attention. I know that the spring semester, like if you've got kids in school, like I'm in school right now, it just feels like the spring, everything's in a hurry. You know, like I don't know why when I was in high school, I always felt like the fall semester moved so slow. Like the time between the start of school and Thanksgiving break felt like it took forever. And then the spring semester feels like a dead sprint the whole time, all spring, from the time you get back from winter break to the time school's out for the summer. It just feels like it moves so fast. And I feel like that is even true in like life for me as an adult outside of school. It just feels like everything is moving so fast. You know what I haven't talked about? I'm on my last basket of clothes. This basket of whites is like sheets, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna have Anthony help me fold those later. But you know what I haven't talked about yet is we had some visitors. Like the week after we got back from our trip, our cruise, we had 4 visitors. My dad came to Florida and stayed for a week. He had a friend, one of his friends actually from college, which I think is so cool, was down here taking pictures of the space launches on the Space Coast. And he wanted to come down here and see his college buddy and see Emma and I. And I thought that's really nice, you know, it came down here. We picked him up at the airport on Saturday, Emma and I did, and took him to Miller's Ale House for lunch. We brought him here. He got to see Mom and the dogs and the cats, because he's got a thing for cats. He doesn't want anybody to know that he likes cats, but he does. He absolutely loves cats. So that was fun. And then he borrowed my Jeep for the week. Instead of renting a car, I let him use mine. And then he actually didn't stay here. He had a hotel that was up kind of by the airport. It was really quick for him to hop on the Beachline Expressway to head out to the Space Coast. We had to find him a hotel that you didn't have to pay to park your car, because so many hotels around here, like Narcoossee Road is the big road that's like near us, and it's got a bunch of hotels on it. And there's a Hampton Inn there, but you have to pay like $10 or $15 a night to park your car there. And I just think that's crazy. Because it's not like they offer a shuttle tour from the airport, and it's not like there's anything really touristy near it. You just have to like, it's like a sunk cost with the hotel. It's nuts. So we found him one. It was like a Home 2 Suites that was a little bit north of the airport that had free parking. And he said it was nice. So we saw him Saturday, picked him up from the airport. Sunday we picked him up again, Sunday morning, and Emma and I we took him to church for the first Sunday of Lent, and then we went to brunch at Disney Springs. And since Emma and I have been on this diet, and since, you know, I gave up bread for Lent, we didn't have like a whole lot of food, but we still had like a really nice time. We got to walk around Disney Springs with him. We took him back to his hotel, and then came home and did homework, because at that point I still had homework. And then the Friday night before he went home, we went out to, this was last Friday night, so like a week ago yesterday, which feels like an eon ago. We left the house like right after work, and we went and we picked him up, and we went to Maggiano's for dinner, which was really nice and very, very tempting for like bread and espresso martinis, but I'm also not drinking right now. So I was good, but we had a really wonderful time. And actually Anthony went with us for dinner at Maggiano's, and that was nice. Our other visitors arrived a couple days after Dad did. My mom's brother, my Uncle Ben, and his son, my cousin Fred, and their friend Glenn came to visit. They were actually helping a friend move to like Tampa. So they just came and stayed the one night before they went back home, because they road tripped down here from like Ohio. I think the friend was moving home or moving to Tampa from Ohio. Just, you know, a long way to drive. And I think their friend that was moving can't drive, has like a seizure disorder or something. So they had to drive the moving truck and then their vehicle so they could get home. And moving's a lot, you know, it's very physically demanding. So they stayed here. So we had a lot of visitors just last week, you know, a lot of people over. But now that's over. I don't think we have any visitors scheduled to come for a while, so we get to keep the house to ourselves for a little while, which will be nice. Because there's nothing wrong with having people visit. You know, it's nice to have people visit, especially when you don't get to see them very often. But it's also nice to like have your house and your time to yourself so you can do what needs to be done around the house and complete all those tasks that need to be done. Today, Mom is power washing the pool filter because that's something that, you know, has needed to be done for a little while, and we just simply haven't had the time. We usually are like evening TV people, and we haven't even had the time to like watch a bunch of movies. We've been trying to do one movie night a week with like the whole house. So we get Thomas and Anthony and then all the girls together, and we've been trying to work through like the Disney princess movies. So we've made Thomas watch Beauty and the Beast, like the animated one and the live action, because he'd never seen the live action. We watched Sleeping Beauty and The Little Mermaid, and that was last week, and he really liked them. But I think this coming week I'd like to do Mulan. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm glad to be back. It's been a little while. I've got most of my laundry folded. This one's empty. This one's empty. This one, all of this stuff goes on hangers. And then all the rest of the stuff that I need to fold is like socks and underwear. So, thanks for hanging out with me for my laundry chat. It was nice to catch up. Nice to see you guys again. I know you've seen a few videos recently. This one's gonna be like the most real-time video for you guys, but yeah, it's gonna be nice to like be back in the groove of like normalcy again. So thanks for hanging out with me. You guys will see me in another video really soon, and I mean it this time. Okay, bye.